one.
Because Mike D'Antoni thinks it's a good idea if you go back to what made you successful in the regular season.
So dumb. It was without question the most infuriating basketball game I've ever seen in my life.
See, Eric, when it works in the regular season doesn't work now, especially against Steve Kerr in the worst.
I'm agreeing with you.
But that's like, trying to further explain your point.
That's the bugaboo. See, now the Rockets...
Great word.
Thank you. See, now the Rockets are so... I'm going to call them stubborn. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call them stubborn. They want to stick to their game plan because that's what worked in the regular season. The regular season in the Western Conference is practice for the playoffs. Let's be honest.
I agree with you, Eric.
It's so stupid because, and especially Mike D'Antoni having the brains to say, oh, we're just going to go back to isolation basketball. I'm sorry, where's Carmelo Anthony on your team?
I think he's a good coach and that he's capable of putting together an offensive game plan, but
I think he's a good coach too, just not in the playoffs.
Right. And Harden, all they do is, he sits at the top of the key. If he drives to the lane, doesn't work, kick it out to somebody. If nobody's there, then just refocus at the top of the key or recenter, and it's just repetitive over and over again.
You can't beat the Warriors like that. You got to change your game plan up.
How embarrassing is it for James Harden to get smoked by Sean Livingston?
Oh,
I mean,
my
are
God.
you kidding me?
Hey, I like Sean Livingston. We'll always have a soft spot. I always have a soft spot in my heart for him.
I do too, but come on, he's such an inferior player to James Harden. Let's be honest. Harden can't play defense. It's ridiculous.
I think it's high time for us to make some NBA award picks.
Yes, please.
I'll go through the notable awards, and we'll make our picks. Sound good, guys?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, and we will start with MVP. My pick is the guy who you just killed, Eric.
Well, to be honest, I just want to touch on this really quick. It's really refreshing to see a guy like Anthony Davis on this list.
Yes.
It really is. And I think it's really going to be very close between James Harden and LeBron James, but I do think the edge is going to go to Harden.
After you just killed him?
I really do, because it's going to count towards the regular season, and the Rockets were basically unstoppable.
Yep. Absolutely. I think Harden's going to win, too. He led the NBA in points per game this year, was the only player to have over 30 points per game. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. Joe, who do you have?
I would say that Harden's probably going to win it, but Anthony Davis is my pick.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I like that, because Anthony Davis put the Pelicans on his back after DeMarcus Cousins went down. You know what? I like that.
That's what I look at it more than stats. I think stats are very important, but at its core, the identity of MVP is the most valuable player. And obviously the playoffs not counting, who is the most valuable player to their team? I mean, where would the Pelicans be without Anthony Davis?
I agree
of course,
with you.
where would the Rockets be without James Harden? Where
How about the Cavs?
Be, et cetera. Exactly. But LeBron's won it before. I think James Harden, with the offensive display that he put on in the regular season, he should, have the right to win that award. But I think Anthony Davis, did a really good job. He scored about 28 points a game, putting on mad boards. He had a steal and a half per game and over almost 3 blocks a game. He's playing both sides of the ball, which is very valuable. You know what I mean?
The Pelicans supposedly want to bring DeMarcus Cousins back. Please let him walk. Let Anthony Davis be the only good big man on that team.
I'll take him on the Knicks, man. Next to Porzingis. I mean,
how
I
much
like
money you want to throw at him?
Yeah, I could see Boogie working on the Knicks.
I think he's got that personality too. It works for New York.
Yeah, I could see it.
If he can handle
New York grit, new Anthony Mason. Let's do it.
What about Rookie of the Year?
Would you be surprised if we saw two like the same award going to 2 players?
Yeah, and my opinion on this,
Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons.
No, screw Ben Simmons. He's not even a rookie.
Oh, stop!
Wait. Are you saying there's going to be a tie in Rookie of the Year?
I think there's a really good chance.
Okay, that could happen. I mean, that could happen, definitely.
If I had to pick one, it's going to be Ben Simmons. I'm sorry.
I'm picking Simmons, too.
I love Donovan Mitchell. Could have been a Nick, but that's a different story. Thanks, Phil. But Donovan Mitchell, basically, with the help of Rudy Gobert, basically led the Jazz back to the playoffs, overtook the, and I'm saying this in air quotes, juggernaut Oklahoma City Thunder. And you know what?
Worst super team in NBA history.
I really love the way how Donovan Mitchell plays, but Ben Simmons, whether you think he's a rookie or not, he did sit out for a year. This is his first full year in the NBA. It still counts as a rookie.
He is a rookie.
The same thing happened to Embiid. I'm picking Ben Simmons.
And Blake Griffin, too. He is a rookie, Joe. Yeah, I mean...
I know. I just like to perpetuate that argument, to be honest with you, but...
I understand why people make it, but it's just wrong. According to the definition of rookie by the NBA, he's a rookie. This isn't the NFL, where Christian Hackenberg is now a third-year player.
Well, whether he is or not, look at the
And he
stats.
should be a rookie. Oh, my God. Conditional 7th-round pick for Christian Hackenberg.
He got something.
Everyone's going nuts over this. I mean, please, guys, it's a conditional 7th-round pick. Can we slow our roll, please? I mean, come on.
My pick is Donovan Mitchell.
Your pick is Mitchell. Okay. What about 6th man of the year?
Lou Will.
Yep.
There's no way that he shouldn't be
Six
it.
man, like on Lou, you know Drake's song?
He should have
Yeah, exactly.
He should have been on the All-Star team.
I agree with you. He'll
Bro,
be
22 points off the bench per game. He scored 50 points against the Warriors.
He's the only-
dude is a beast. He's like the designated sixth man for like should be like the face of the NBA.
He's
like
the
sixth
best.
man or
He's the best Clipper there.
Yeah.
Definitely. He'll be the 4th player in NBA history to win 6th man of the year multiple times.
I hope so. He
Name the
deserves
other
it.
3.
I couldn't tell you.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna guess because I don't want to give out wrong information.
Kevin McHale, Ricky Pierce, and Detlef Schrempf. How about
Okay.
that, huh?
That's awesome.
What about most improved player? Yeah, okay, I'll let you guys go.
I gotta say Victor Oladipo, but I really like Spencer Dinwiddie a lot.
Yeah.
I know he's your pick. I know you have a soft spot in your heart for him. But I think
Spencer Dinwiddie is the best net ever. He's better than Jason Kidd. He's better than Richard Jefferson. He's better than Julius Erving. It is Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie is the pick for most improved player. He would get my vote. Yes, I am saying that because I am a net fan. Yes, I don't care that I'm a homer right now. Spencer Dinwiddie is the GOAT. He's better than LeBron James and Michael Jordan put together.
I don't know about all that, but hey, he won the skills. He won the skills challenge,
He
man.
did
That's a
win the
lot.
skills
That means
challenge.
a lot.
I was so happy that he
I
won the
bet you
skills
were.
challenge. The Nets actually had something to point to and say, "Hey, look, we're relevant. We exist."
Jacob, do you like Spencer Dinwiddie?
Just a little. He's okay.
All right, now who do you like better, Spencer Dinwiddie or Vince Carter? Honestly, Victor Oladipo put the Pacers on his back. I love him.
Really? No love for Capella?
You know what? He's kind.
I do like
he catches
Clint Capella.
alley oops. He gets rebounds and he blocks. I don't
I
think he's
do
that
like
special
Clint
of a player.
Capella. I will admit.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
but-
no doubt. I'm not discrediting him, but I
No,
think
I'm not either. I think the NBA is going to give it to Oladipo only because of what he did in the regular season, and on top of that, what he's doing in the playoffs.
I think it'll
What
be
he did in the
Oladipo.
playoffs, excuse me.
I think it will be Oladipo. Spencer Dinwiddie would get my vote. Please, let me have something to hold on to as a net fan.
quick aside here. Ben Simmons really needs to learn how to make jump shots.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
That's like
Him and
hurting
Markelle
him.
Fultz.
Really, yeah, him too. And he's
Markelle Fultz
he's a
is
guard,
so
so it's
much
even
worse.
worse. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, the most valuable player on the Sixers this year was not Simmons, it was not Fultz, it was not Embiid,
What,
it was
it-
J.J. Redick.
It
Yes,
wins
it
above
was.
replacement.
Because Redick is the only guy on that team, with the exception of Marco Bellinelli, but Redick played more, who can hit outside shots. That's why Redick is most important. That's why the Sixers were
Are you
successful.
talking about like wins above replacement, or you're just like generally speaking?
It's the eye test.
speaking. Okay.
Yeah, it's the eye test. Joel Embiid was not more valuable to the Sixers this year than J.J. Redick. With the way the NBA is going right now, you need to be able to shoot threes.
Oh, yeah.
And the only player who played big minutes for the Sixers who could do that is J.J. Redick. He was more important than Bellinelli. That's just fact.
I mean, look at the Warriors. They're a team, a dynamic franchise that has evolutionized the game, and their entire starting lineup is a team full of jump shooters. You
Yep.
need to get with the times. So you're right.
What about Coach of the Year?
Dwayne Casey.
Brad
Really?
Stevens.
Yeah.
Dwayne Casey. Even though he got fired?
I think they fired the coach of the year.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty bold, I guess, but I don't know. If you get fired for losing to the same team in the playoffs for the past, 3 years, then...
It'd be like the Capitals and the Penguins.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You know what? This was actually really tough for me
I agree.
to pick between Brad Stevens and Quinn Snyder.
I like Quinn Snyder a lot. I think he got the recognition that he deserves. I just don't think he's going to win. I think Brad Stevens did more with honestly less.
Oh, wait a minute. Jamal Crawford also won Sixth Man of the Year multiple times. I knew I was forgetting one who had won it multiple times. I know I said 4 people had done it if Williams had done it, but when I said that, I was thinking to myself, no, that doesn't sound right. Yeah. Only people do it multiple times: Jamal Crawford, Kevin McHale, Ricky Pierce, and Detlef Schrempf. See that? I go back and correct myself.
Very good.
Unlike mainstream media.
That's a different story.
Oh, my goodness gracious. But, hey, listen, this was really tough for me between Stevens and Snyder. I love Quinn Snyder. I think he's a great coach. But Brad Stevens, with what he did, losing Gordon Hayward, losing
Irving,
Kyrie
too.
Irving, having Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Terry Rozier step up, it was amazing to see. Brad Stevens is such an incredible coach. In my opinion, he's the best coach in the NBA. and that includes Greg Popovich.
I think they're a solid 1-2.
I think Stevens is better than Popovich right now.
I agree with you right now.
Do you attribute any of the
He's also
success
in the
of the
Eastern Conference
development
Finals.
to those three players you mentioned to Stevens? Do you think he has anything to do, like, or can take credit for it?
Oh, of course he can. If Doc Rivers was still the head coach of the Celtics, guys like Tatum, Brown, and Rozier are not as successful as they are now. It's just that simple.
Okay.
So we got about 90 seconds left. It's time for the bottom of the ninth. No breaks needed today. I like that.
Oh my God! I just realized that we went.
We're rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Rolling on the river.
Eric, we'll start with you.
So the Yankees play the Rangers tonight, and there's going to be a potential trade target that's on the mound for the Rangers, and he might go to the Yankees. We never know. Cole Hamels. I think the Yankees are going to take a long, hard look at him come the trade deadline. You never know.
Very possible. Joe?
I don't really have anything specific to talk about, so I'm just going to throw this out there that I hope the Knicks do something good with their draft pick.
Do something good. Just do something good.
And
okay, great.
my preference of the pick would be the kid Bridges from Villanova.
Okay.
I think they need a center. I really do. I don't know who that center would be, but
Mo Bamba.
The reason
If
why
he
I pick
falls.
him is because I feel like he might fall to them at that spot, and the Knicks are in need of a 3-and-D. They do need a center, too. You're right.
I can see them getting Wagner in the second round, maybe.
no, Wagner's going to the Nets at 29.
Just don't get Trae Young, because the Knicks apparently have the hots for him.
No, they don't need a point guard.
They don't.
Eleanor?
I want to congratulate Sweden on winning gold at the World Championships with the win over Switzerland.
All right, sounds good. So, Billy Cannon passed away on Sunday. He's a former Heisman Trophy winner for LSU. And who can forget his Halloween run where he broke 7 tackles to lead LSU to victory. And the first tackle that he broke, Larry Grantham, one of the greatest linebackers of all time. All right, looks like we're about out of time here on Beyond the Game. For Eric Fischetti, Joe Ardita, and the true hockey maven, tell if that other guy can't say that enough, Eleanor Chompy. I am Jacob Volk saying, if a guy's a good fastball hitter, does that mean that I should throw him a bad fastball?